Yo, how's it going everyone? Gamebreakergod here. So I've got some sad news in regards to one of my most anticipated games of this year so far, and that'll be Phantom Blade Zero. So as you know, the state of play that they showcased to us was literally like a minute long, and I was pretty bummed out about that because I wanted to see more, and I thought they were going to give us like the same kind of showcase length that Wolverine got given, but that wasn't the case. But they have their reasons, and we're going to know why that is. So as you can see, this is from the developers themselves. This is the main and official page of Phantom Blade Zero here on X, and as many of you just saw in today's state of play, which was a few days ago on the 2nd, Phantom Blade Zero will open this summer. At the same time, I want to share another update. Phantom Blade Zero will now launch on October 29th of 2026, moved from its previous date of September 9th, 2026. So initially it was going to release around the same time as Wolverine was. Wolverine was going to be released on the 15th, whilst Phantom Blade was being released on on the 9th. And to be completely fair, to give this game brand new IP, you know, it hasn't been done before, not a massive studio. Like when I say it's not a massive studio, it's not a well-known studio out here in the EU and US, so on. It'd be fair to give this game a launch date where there isn't a massive AAA game coming out at the same time. For example, Wolverine, you know what I mean? Because Wolverine is a big IP, it's well known, and I feel like for Phantom Blade Zero to receive the amount of numbers it deserves, in my eyes anyway, it'd be wise to release it a little bit later. I'm just saying from my opinion, right? So this isn't the reason why they're delaying the game. The reason why they're delaying the game is because they have their own reasons, right? A 50-day delay cannot solve everything, but it does give us enough time to complete a number of clearly defined and genuinely important improvements. These refinements will directly affect how the game feels when players first step into the world of Phantom Blade Zero, which, by the way, it already feels amazing. For those of you that haven't seen some of the gameplay that I've already posted for with hands-on and first impressions when I went to China, when the devs invited us over, I would highly suggest you check them out because it was absolutely amazing, man. We could have delivered some of them through post-launch updates, but for the players who choose to join us on day one, we believe they deserve the best version of Phantom Blade Zero can deliver from the very beginning. And hey man, I would much rather play a well-done game and a polished, complete game than a half-assed game. For example, I'm not saying this game is bad in particular, please don't attack me, I'm just saying, okay? But Crimson Desert clearly released with a lot of problems, right? Traversal wasn't good, it was just so long. I had to figure out a tech that made traversal a lot faster, which then they just patched anyway, and then they added their own traversal method, which is actually so much cooler and way more cinematic now. But at the same time, it kind of just cut away a lot of the fun stuff that players like myself were finding. So that's not the only case, though. That's probably a bad example to give out there, but at the same time, having a game that's released where it's like, also actually I just remembered why Crimson Desert was like really I wouldn't say bad. It wasn't a bad game because I freaking love that game. I'm just salty that they patched my text. But yeah, the reason why I was, well, players had a big problem with Crimson Desert was because the lack of travel points and fast travel was just abysmal. You would have to travel by a horse for like 20 minutes to get to the quest, and then to travel back you'd have to make that way back on your horse, and there was no fast travel point anywhere. You know what I mean? It was really bad. But now that problem is gone, like they've solved it, but this is just one of the big examples I'm giving you guys, right? And I don't want Phantom Blade Zero to go through the same treatment, the same thing. You know, these devs are clearly paying attention to what the game needs, and I trust them, man. I've been in their house. Like, I've seen, when I say house, I mean like their studio, you know, the headquarters. So I would want to see this game to look as polished as possible, man. From what I've played so far, I kid you not, hand on heart, this is one of the best games I've played so far on PlayStation. And also I played it on PC, which is amazing. some of the best experience I've had in a very long time when it comes to gaming. The combat is just insane, and it's been almost a year now since I've last played it, so I can only imagine the amount of improvements they have made for this game. Honestly, I'm so excited. My heart is pounding right now because like I'm just remembering the feelings I had when I was playing this game in China, and boy, oh boy, man, it was such a great feeling, man. I really cannot wait for you guys to get a chance to play this game. And also, there will be actually, I think it already happened. I saw a Reddit post a few hours ago where a player was speaking about a closed doors hands-on impression. But yeah, this wasn't 3 days ago. Damn, I wish I could show you this, man. But I did see like a player talking about how it's still under embargo and they will be releasing it. Matter of fact, I'll be updating you guys as soon as they post about it. And any kind of demo we see online will of course be, you know, playing that and reacting to them. But for the time being, man, this game is by far one of the most anticipated games for me this year. I'm super anxious about this game. Like, I really want to play it. And I know for a fact there's a lot of people that have been dying to get their hands on, or like a demo. Matter of fact, it was a demo that this person played on Reddit that they were talking about. So maybe we could be getting a demo. I don't know. I'm just talking out of my ass here. If that was the case, imagine they released a demo after the state of play that they're going to host nearer to the launch of this game, which by the fact they do say on their Twitter page. All right, they said they were going to not the demo, right? They're going to give us a state of play nearer to the release date of the game. I don't know if they actually say it on this post here. There we go. After pre-order opens, we will also have a dedicated state of play focused entirely on Phantom Blade Zero, which, by the way, I don't know if you guys saw my reaction on the latest state of play that we had on the 2nd of June for PlayStation, right? I was like, why give us a minute showcase of Phantom Blade Zero when this is like, if not one of the most anticipated games of this year for PlayStation owners? Like, why not just give us a 20-minute gameplay just like you did with God of War, Lafe, and Wolverine? I know it would take up the entire show, but I think this game deserves it. China has a massive gaming audience. What are we doing here? And so does the West. Like, we need this game. People are craving for this game, you know? I just wanted to update you guys in regards to what's going on with Phantom Blade Zero right now. So, in case you guys don't remember, check out some of the gameplay that's been running on this video, but also in the description down below you'll see all the gameplays that I've posted for the game if you're interested. But yeah, for the time being, we're just gonna be here just waiting for the game to drop. All right, till then guys, I'll see you in my next one. Do drop us a like if you enjoyed the video, of course. Take care everyone.